Saturday, April 7th, South Korea's 2012 pro baseball season opened with much fanfare. 92,600 baseball fans flocked to 4 stadiums around the nation. Seoul's Jamsil, Incheon's Munhak, Daegu, and Busan's Saji. For a 4th year in a row, record turnouts were reported at the openings.
야구가 정말 개막해서 너무 기쁘고요.
그냥 오랫동안 기다렸는데 아주 좋습니다.
행복한 시절이 왔습니다.
Baseball in Korea is the best. It's better than US. Fans are great. Everyone's involved. I really love it.
This season, 8 teams will play 133 games each. In total, 532 games are scheduled. Founded in 1982, South Korea's Pro Baseball League hit the 6 million spectator mark last year. The team went on to capture the semifinals of 2006 World Baseball Classics and then went on to win the gold at the 2008 Beijing Olympics. Such feats helped boost South Koreans' love for the game.
Well, I'd say our performance in world stage was a big factor. We all remember 2008 Beijing Olympics, where nobody expected us to win the gold medal, but we had 9 straight wins. That was like a miracle. And 2009 WBC, where we came up 2nd place. And this was such a big event to attract people to the stadium.
358,561 spectators attended this year's exhibition games. That's a jump of 46% from last year. Attendance at the Pro League games has been climbing since 2007. In 2008, 5.3 million fans showed up. Then, in 2011, 6.8 million. This year, the Pro League is batting for a turnout of 7 million fans.
Yeah, I believe so. The baseball is like became a national pastime in Korea too. It's like now baseball, going to the stadium is like lifestyle or even culture in Korea.
The 7 million mark could be within reach thanks to star South Korean players who have returned home after their stints in the United States and Japan.
Well, first of all, they will sell tickets. People will come to see Park Chan-ho, Lee Seung-yeop, Kim Byung-hyun, and Kim Tae-gyun. And young players will learn a lot from them. How to manage the game, how to prepare the game, or manage even the whole season.
The original Korean Express Park Chan-ho will come back to draw some crowds. He hasn't played in Korea for some time, but his major league record of 124 wins is the best for Asian pitcher.
벌써 들어오기 전에 팬들이 만들어준 것 같습니다. 10승을 목표로 하겠습니다.
And then there is Kim Byung-hyun, the nuclear submarine from the MLB. Defending a Major League World Series champion in his recent exhibition play at home, he showed off his fastballs.
최선을 다해서 저희 팀도 꼭 힘이 될 수 있는 팀이 되도록 노력하겠습니다.
Apart from the MLB stars, there are MPB stars from Japan, Lee Seung-yeop and Kim Tae-gyun. Lee Seung-yeop holds Asia's home run record. In 2 consecutive opening games, he has scored hits.
최고의 자리에 오르는 것보다 지금 경기가 더 어렵듯이 우리 팀이 원래 지키는데 굉장히 힘이 들 것 같습니다. 하지만 꼭 최선을 다해서 최고의 성적 항상 1등하는 삼성이 되도록 노력하겠습니다. 고맙습니다.
This season, foreign players with MLB experience are also on the local radar.
The KBO is much better now. Even former major leaguers just can't fit in Korean league unless they really try hard. A lot of good players coming because Korean baseball is much more stronger than before.
For the first time in Korea's Pro League history, foreign players are taking over the mound. Their performances could determine the outcome of the season for teams.
Most of the teams select pretty good players, but for the foreign players, you have to wait and see if they can adjust in Korean baseball. It's a little different from Major League or other countries' baseball. But the newcomers like Talbot, Proctor, or Mario Santiago of SK, they seem to be pretty good pitchers. Interestingly, all 16 players are all pitchers. And returning players like Sadowski or Nippert or Knight and Lopez and Jukic, Lees. These are all proven players. So the foreign players are overall very strong.
카운트는 2-2.
Pitching for the Kia Tigers is Anthony LaRue, also with Major League experience.
From what I see so far, our team seems to be really good. I mean, for me, I want to go at least, get quality starts every time I go out and pitch. I know all the other guys, they want to do the same. We just want to help our team win. So anything we can do to do that, whatever the manager wants, I'm going to try and do to the best of my ability.
Other foreign players to watch out for: Nexen Heroes Andy Van Hagen, Doosan Bears Scott Proctor, and Samsung Lions Mitch Talbot.
They are very important part of each team. And most of them are either number 1 or 2 starters, and some are closer. So their role is very important. Under their performance, if they're doing good or bad, some teams will make the playoffs and some teams won't because of the foreign players' performance.
This season, the bottom dogs are ready to pounce. Nexen Heroes, who ended last year at the bottom, opened this year with a victory. In back-to-back games, they scored 17 runs, much to the fans' delight. LG Twins finished last year in joint 6th place, but this year, they've won 2 consecutive games so far.
LG Twins, everybody's last place pick, they already give Samsung 2 losses in a row. So this season, the injuries, especially with the key players, will be a very big factor. And there will be dogfight down to the wire for the 4 tickets.
Baseball has grounded itself in Korean culture as a sport equally enjoyed by the players and fans. Spectators have become more diverse, and to meet their needs, the 8 Pro League teams are pursuing various marketing strategies. For instance, families are targeted at Munak Stadium in Incheon. It set up a green zone to create a picnic-like atmosphere. For meat lovers, a barbecue zone has also been created.
Baseball is getting more and more popular, and also the teams trying to operate a lot of different marketing strategy. The first priority is service to the fans. More comfortable seats, more table seats, or like barbecue zone, or all those services for the fans. It's more like sports but entertainment, like SK Wyverns. They always give strong point to the spontainment.
It's an exciting new year for South Korea's Pro Baseball League. With star players taking the field, fans' anticipation is at its highest so far. Going to a ball game has become more fun too, due to new marketing plans. Still, there are pending issues that must be resolved for baseball to become a national pastime.
Well, I'd say number 1 in the agenda would be improvement of infrastructures. Our stadiums that our players are playing are quite old. Some of them are built in 1950s and 60s, and it could cause safety issues, and also it is really making hard for teams to meet the needs of the fans, because they are very constructed in old ways, so it is not the best construction to optimize, fans' convenience.
In terms of numbers, Korea is behind the US and Japan. In seat occupancy rate, Korea 65.7%, US 69.9%, Japan 65.9%. In terms of average spectator attendance per game, Korea 12,801, the US 30,356, and Japan 24,966.
Korean baseball is fun. It's very strong league. A lot of good performance and competition, but also very unique culture that Korean baseball has. If you go to the Korean baseball stadium in Korea, it's very noisy and all the people having fun. Once I said Sajik Stadium at Busan, it's the biggest open stage karaoke in the world. That's what I said.
Recognized at home and abroad following major feats at the Olympics and the World Baseball Classic. In its 31st year, South Korea's Baseball Pro League is hoping for a home run of all time, hitting the 7 million spectator mark.